What is good, you guys? So I'm just heading to the gym, and I wanted to do a video. Not like my opinion matters, but you know, I like to goof off and sometimes do a little bit of Bible stuff and devotions and of course make beats and do my satire rap, my little pickle stuff. That's all fun. I love to do that stuff and have a good time and laugh and cut up. But I found out last night, I heard last night that CMT canceled Jason Aldean for a song that talks about try that in a small town. And he's talking about the riots and this cancel culture and this woke movement and, you know, robbing an old lady on the street and, you know, all this crazy mess that's going on in our world today. And he basically says in his song, you know, try that mess in a small town, and it's not gonna go well for you. And here's the deal. First and foremost, CMT have lost their way. They've lost their mind. You know, what happened to the day when CMT was at least one of those companies that stood for America, stood for what was right. You know, I don't care what side of the spectrum that you're on. That song and everything he says in it is absolutely true. And I know because I am from a small town, very small country town, Van Lear, Tennessee. And I can tell you that everything he says in that song is absolutely true. I can remember times when I was younger, you know, people talking about such and such done this, we're going to get them. We're going to get them before the sun goes down. And the sheriff, you know, the police in the town knew that they better do something before the people in the town did. That is absolutely true. I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I've experienced it. You know, I had my uncle one time, you know, a guy cut him in the back with a razor, all the way across his back. He had a scar all the way across his back. And the guy that did it knew that the town he was in, that family, my dad and his brothers, they were going after that man. And just to be pulled down on the violence a little bit, he wouldn't have lived. I'm just being honest. And you don't do stuff like that in a small town without some form of payback. And that guy, that very guy that did that, fled. I mean, he got out of town. He got out of Dodge because he knew that my family was going to get him, and if they didn't, somebody else there that knew my family was going to get that man. And I'm just telling you, there's tons and tons of stories. You don't go into those small country towns like that and act a fool. They are going to correct you. And so Jason Aldean is 100% correct, and CMT has lost their ever-loving mind for removing a song like that. While we have songs out here promoting sex, guns, drugs, violence, racism, all this stuff that they're allowing, and they want to pull a song like this. Gosh, what is wrong with our country, man? What is wrong with people? I mean, my goodness, man. It is absolutely unbelievable that you'll let some of the nastiness, some of the nastiest stuff. I mean, we have songs like WAP and stuff like that, you know, but a song about a small town, how we don't allow that mess in our town. And there was nothing bad in his song other than we don't allow that in small towns. And they want to pull it. We're living in some crazy days, y'all. I'm serious. So anyways, I had to take a moment to share that and get it off my chest because, you know, sometimes I try to be in disbelief of where we're headed. And sometimes I try to, you know, tell myself maybe we're not headed that way. Maybe things are going to get better. But then every time I do, crap like this happens, and it's like, man, maybe not. Maybe we are headed in the wrong direction in this country at a pace that we can't stop. And, you know, our only hope is God, man. We need Jesus to really shake us and reckon us, because when you're canceling stuff like that but allowing some of the stuff you allow, we're in a mess. Anyways, I love you guys, and I wanted to share my opinion on this. And, you know, I like to have fun and goof off and stuff, but when it comes to stuff that's real, you know, it makes me sick. It makes me sick seeing this kind of stuff. So anyways, I love you guys, man. I hope that you like this video, like, subscribe, share, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hey, and one more thing, don't try that crap in a small town.